Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Joe. Welcome back to recap number 96. Today, quickly covering Home Improvement, Ghoul Patrol, Jammit, Demon's Crest, and Jurassic Park 2. The chaos continues. Let's get started. First up, Home Improvement. This had a second name. I can't remember the subtitles, like Power Tool Mayhem or something like that. This is licensed after the Home Improvement television sitcom from the early 90s with Tim Allen as Tim the Toolman Taylor, who always gets tools and makes them more powerful by putting motors on them. He grunts and stuff. It's pretty ridiculous as a show, but it was funny in the 90s. I don't think a lot of the comedy on it would fly today with the politically correct crowd. You are essentially running through different TV sets. Currently in this video, I am in like the Jurassic Park set. There's dinosaurs and stuff. And you're trying to find the parts to the new tools for you that you can use then in the next levels to get through things. It's a pretty basic, it's a basic platformer, but it's also equally basically licensed, and it is pretty junky. The graphics were okay, the animations were all right, the controls were pretty slippery. Not so much momentum based, but just it felt like every time you jumped and then you landed, you would slide. And there are some platforming sections where you need some precise jumping, and not so much. It had some cool concepts like that grappling hook thing you just saw there. I enjoyed that. The enemies were kind of a pain in the nuts to dodge. They were the kind of things that would kind of come at you out of nowhere. I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't very fun. There's a lot better platformers to play. I gave Home Improvement a thumbs down. It's just another example of a licensed game not being great, but what are you going to do? Next up, LucasArts Ghoul Patrol. This is the sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and it is essentially just more Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Except now, instead of just like the crazy zombies, you get ghosts and things too. Otherwise, it's very much the same. The graphics are improved. It looks more detailed, I guess, is the word I want to use. But that detail, I think, came at a cost. This game moves significantly slower than the original Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's the same concept. You have to go around, save these guys. You have to get keys, kill bad guys, pick up different weapons to kill certain bad guys. Certain bad guys have weaknesses to other weapons. It is if you like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, this is more Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but it's slower playing. The music was okay. The graphics are okay. Gameplay was okay. I wasn't actually a huge fan of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, so this is not going to get a thumbs up, because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I thumbed down Zombies Ate My Neighbors too. It's just not a game I enjoyed, and so I wouldn't recommend it. I know a lot of people like it, but I would play Zombies Ate My Neighbors over Ghoul Patrol. I just don't think I don't think it controls or plays as well just because of how much slower it is. It's unnecessarily so. And yeah, that's Ghoul Patrol. Didn't care for it myself. Next up, Street Sports Jammit. Now this is a one-on-one half-court basketball game. The graphics were okay. It looks like it was kind of pulled together with sort of the NBA Jam engine, and if it played like NBA Jam, it would have actually been enjoyable. I didn't realize the clip of my video I cut here was me paused for who knows how long. Hopefully not this long. But the big deal about this game is it was supposed to be very cinematic. Whenever you get in very close to the backboard, it like switches to this third person like cinematic mode. And you'll probably, there it is right there. So every time you jump at the backboard, it does that. And it is really, really immersion breaking. Not that, it's not like you're going to get so sucked into this game that you're like, oh, I'm a basketball player. But like, just switching the views constantly just really takes you out of it. Also, when you do jump into that camera, you can still control your player like movement while you're in the air, which I suppose was supposed to give you a better feeling of control, but it just made it feel extremely unnatural. And it became very, very, very hard, in my opinion, to actually make shots and dunks. You can see the computer stomping out of me like 16 to 4 here. And the computer stomped me every game I played. I think I played through 3 or 4 games, and it just raffle stomped me every single time. So the difficulty's really high. And I don't so much mind a difficult game, but when it feels like the game is actively working against you, like the controls just were not intuitive, they weren't comfortable, shooting wasn't good. My favorite part about this game is if you ran past say you were running into like dunk, and you ran past the hoop and the backboard and hit the pole, your guy would actually hit the pole and you go ding and you'd fall on your back, which was kind of funny. But that's literally the only saving grace for this game. It's getting a hard thumbs down. Next up, Demon's Crest. This is a sequel to the Gargoyles Quest games with, I forgot your guy's name. The Red Demon is what we're going to call him because I can't. Firebrand. Haha. I pulled it out. Graphics look good. This is a Castlevania style game. So you are going to collect powers and then maybe go backwards for other levels you've already played to unlock next areas and get health pickups and things like that. I played this game as a kid and I could never figure it out. I played it now and I do understand how it works. That doesn't mean I'm any good at it. So Firebrand has some platforming things that bother me. You can't duck, for one. You can grab onto and sort of hop up walls, which is great. You can fly, you can hover. Those are all huge deals. You get the different powers to change your forms. Here I'm not Firebrand anymore. I'm the Earth Elemental and I can throw this like flamey thing on the ground. It also has, like, that right there was like a shop. That kind of feels like Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. The game has a lot going for it as far as look, play, and sound. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I would play this game again for sure. And I think it is very cool, and I think it's definitely worth a play. I do have, like I said, a few issues with the controls that bothered the shit out of me. Like, I got pissed at one point going through an underground area because the lights go out. And I didn't realize for a hot minute that Firebrand, shooting his fireball fire breath, could relight the candles to light the area up. And it just kind of, like it didn't... Maybe it said that in the manual. I don't remember seeing it in the manual, but I'm like, it took me longer to figure out, maybe just because I'm dumb. Thumbs up. Go take a look for Demon's Crest. It's a solid game. A lot of people really, really like it. Like I said, I just had those few issues with it. Finally, Jurassic Park 2, The Chaos Continues. I wanted to like this game so much, and I just couldn't. So when you look at the original Jurassic Park games that released for Super Nintendo and Sega, Super Nintendo was like this weird top-down exploration game with these like weird FPS segments where you were in the buildings. Good game. I think I probably thumb downed it. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But it was okay. And then the Sega Genesis was very much more like a platformer. And then this is very much more like a Contra run and gun. And so you're running, you have these different missions that you can pick to do. The difficulty of the game is pretty high. And I know I'm not soft locked. It's just a matter of perfect timing. So this level, and I don't know if it's this one right here that I'm playing or not, but you're supposed to gas these dinosaurs and kill them. But once you turn the gas on, you only get 30 seconds to exit the building. And there's no way I was going to be able to get back out the way I came in 30 seconds. So I moved forward. But as soon as the gas turns on, your health just whoop, goes away. And unless you have down to the millisecond perfect timing on your jumps and stuff, I don't know how the hell you're supposed to make it out of the area I was in. The graphics look good. The animations look good. The dinosaurs looked fun and good. The respawn rate was a bit of a qualm because I think there was dinosaurs that just respawn constantly. The raptors were giant pains in the ass. Those little Dilophosaurs around the ground, giant pains in the ass. In the end, it's the difficulty, especially of that mission. Although I played a couple other missions. One of them was Velociraptor attack, and my God, the raptors are abhorrent, dude. They just come out of nowhere. They hit you. You fall down. By the time you get back up, they're hitting you again. And I played it on easy, and it was anything but easy. Like this game, brutal hard, and it just really ruined the fun of it for me. I'm like, I can't get behind. There, you see, like I got knocked down, and by the time I was getting up, the damn dinosaur was back on you. I just can't thumb up a game where on easy mode it's so difficult that it just murders you like that. It really, really pissed me off. So that's another thumbs down. The Jurassic Park games, I'm not even sure what I would ever recommend as a Jurassic Park game. Like the arcade game, the light gun shooter. There you go. That's the one I would recommend. If you're going to look for a Jurassic Park recommendation from me. But that's it, man. 4 thumbs down and 1 thumbs up. Recap 96, kind of a rough one. You know, we've had plenty of those, though, and we'll get through it. Week 97's not looking a whole lot better. There's only like one game in there that I know will probably be good, and that's the Lemmings 2. Otherwise, we've got like Mario's preschool years. There's a Madden game in there. Licensed like Frankenstein game that I'm sure is going to be just god-awful. But that's it. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. Week recap 97. So many games. So far into the depth. We're getting up towards 500, which is fantastic, I think. And yeah, just plugging away. So we appreciate you guys sticking with us. And I hope you all have a good one. Peace.